of the parade and the Minister of Tourism. And we can see our 6 ethnic groups proudly waving the golden arrowhead, making their way past the vintage cars, just in front of the welcoming arch. We'll invite all of you to now stand, ladies and gentlemen, as the parade makes its way through the welcoming arch. Guyana marking 60 years of independence. We are honoring our 6 peoples whose histories, whose traditions, whose contributions continue to shape our beautiful country. Fusion of drums accompanying the parade. We remain standing for the national anthem of Guyana. Please be seated as we now invite the ancestral wisdom of our indigenous peoples and the Wapichan Crowdar culture group from the deep south will lead us in an invocation.
This is Homecoming, 60th Independence Jubilee.
We'd like to acknowledge Wapichan Elder Uncle Barney at 74 years of age, and perhaps our youngest participant for the opening ceremony, little Angeli at 4 years of age. Can we give them a round of applause, everyone? They gave to us a beautiful spiritual Republic of Guyana. First Lady, this is Honorable Prime Minister of Guyana, Brigadier Retired Mark of Honorable Minister Ashni Singh, Honorable Minister of Tourism Industry and Commerce Suzanne Rodriguez, and other members of the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, heads of the Joint Services, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Mansour Nader, and our brothers and sisters from all 10 regions of Guyana. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? It's beautiful seeing all of you this evening as well.
Homecoming. This is one of the highlight events for our 60th Independence Jubilee. If you're happy to be here tonight, let me hear you make some noise. All right, that was a warm-up. So let's do this better. If you're proud to be Guyanese and proud to be here at the Guyana Festival, let me hear you make some noise.
And you have your flags, and we'll encourage you to wave those flags throughout this evening, because this is going to be a program with a difference. Already it started with a difference with that beautiful parade of nations just now as they came in. And this is what this weekend is about. Our people, our music, our culture, our cuisine, as we proudly celebrate 60. And the icing on the cake is that someone can drive away after this weekend with a
BYD. I mean, everything is electric right now, so everyone is all hype about BYD. I mean, I hope that I can win it, and we hope that you have your passports, because this is 3 nights, 1 nation, and 1 unforgettable experience. So if you are still thinking about getting your passports at any of the entrances, and of course there's a long list, you can check out the Guyana Festival Facebook page. As you can see, all the areas or locations that you can uplift one of those passports and be a lucky winner of a BYD 1 Pro.
I think there's a competition between the BYD and the vintage cars. Persons are saying, are the vintage cars up for sale? Well, not sale, but up for grabs as well. Well, we can promise you more than the BYD. We've got tickets, compliments of Caribbean Airlines, and so much more. So we're going to tell you that as we go through this evening. But we do want to encourage you to sit back, relax, enjoy. We've got a rich cultural program in store for you. For those who are now coming in, we welcome you down to the National Stadium. Of course, this is the second edition of the Guyana Festival. You would recall that it was under our president, who was then the Minister of Tourism back in 2014 when we had the first Guyana Festival. And so we are delighted that we can come back here tonight and for the entire weekend as we count down to our Independence anniversary.
Yeah, so it's definitely back and it's bigger than ever. And I'd like to use this opportunity as well to thank our sponsors. We have some corporate sponsors as well as government agencies. So we want to say a little shout out to AGM Inc., one of our gold sponsors, Orinoco Services Inc., silver sponsor, Ansa McCall, Banks DIH Limited, Courts, Star Party Rental, Lima Call, Caribbean Airlines, BYD of course, and Macorp.
To all of our sponsors, we thank you very much for making this weekend possible. Wave your flags again, everybody, because coming up next, we have in store for you a creative change maker in that of Cassie Adams, and she's going to be accompanied by the National Dance Company, and she will give us a rendition of Carissa Couchman's Welcome to Guyana.
Make some noise for Cassie!
Welcome to Guyana, land of many waters, a place of blended cultures. You gotta see it for yourself. Pristine rainforest, untouched, but I can't contest. Guyana is the best. Let me hear you sing with me. Oh, Guyana, we are wonderful because we are leaders who came here prepared to raise the golden arrowhead. Oh, Guyana, we are one people, one nation, one destiny is how we'll be. To raise the golden arrowhead, you gotta see it for yourself. Raise the golden arrowhead. Now you're in Guyana. Try curry or cook up rice. Taste the pepper pot. Oh, lad. With the yellow rider rum. Here's our hydro falls. Largest waterfalls. It is a world wonder. Let me hear you sing with me. Oh, Guyana, we are powerful because we are leaders who came here prepared to raise the golden arrowhead. Oh, Guyana, we are one people, one nation, one destiny is how we'll be. You gotta read it for yourself and raise the golden arrowhead. Raise the golden arrowhead. Abna, babna, ladies, please. If you know it, then you're Guyanese. Everything you do and say, join the trend and sing with me. Oh, Guyana, we are powerful because we are leaders who came here prepared to raise the golden arrowhead. Oh, Guyana, we are one people, one nation, one destiny is how we'll be. You gotta see it for yourself and raise the golden arrowhead. Raise the golden arrowhead. Welcome to Guyana, land of many waters, a place of blended cultures. You gotta see it for yourself. Pristine rainforest, untouched, but I cannot test. Guyana is the best. Let me hear you sing with me. Oh, Guyana, we are powerful because we are leaders who came here prepared to raise the golden arrowhead. Oh, Guyana, we are one people, one nation, one destiny is how we'll be. You gotta see it for yourself and raise the golden arrowhead. Raise the golden arrowhead. Oh, Guyana,
Come on, I know we can do better than that. Let's make some noise. So that was Cassie Adams, and she was accompanied by the National Dance Company. Her dress was beautifully designed by one of our Guyanese creatives, Roberto Tika. And of course, there's lots of designs that you'll be able to see here, Michelle. Of course, there's an exhibition. So aside from the stage performances, we encourage you to check out the exhibition. So tell us a little bit about what's in store.
Well, I'll invite everyone to just observe the space for a quick second. Across on your left, which is my right, you can see 3 big tents. In each of those tents, we have amazing activities throughout the weekend. In the first tent, you will be able to go there and learn more and experience the traditions, the contributions, the artifacts of our African brothers and sisters, our Portuguese and our Europeans. In the second tent, you can find the East Indians and the Chinese. And in the third tent, our Amerindian brothers and sisters. There's a historical walk and the movie theater there. And exactly behind us, we have the creative arts tent where there's going to be a fascinating display of our arts. Of course, Guyana is known for our creative arts, so drama, poetry, we've got comedy and more happening from as early as this evening and throughout the weekend.
Of course, the Guyana Festival is the sound, it's the soul and the taste of Guyana. So if you truly want to experience Guyana, we encourage you to come down to the National Stadium. As Michelle said, this is just night 1, and this is only the beginning of a fantastic weekend. Of course, tomorrow there's going to be the Night of Legends. So if you want to see our true Guyanese legends, I know I'm definitely going to be here front row for Charmin Blackman, one of my favorite, all-time favorite Guyanese artists. So we invite you to come down, and don't forget to pick up those passports. So at this time, I would like to invite our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Honorable Suzanne Rodriguez, as she delivers remarks. And of course, you have your golden arrowheads in your hand. Be sure to wave them. And because we are proud Guyanese and we want everyone around the world to know that this is Guyana and this is homecoming. So we are here at the Guyana Festival. So let's make some noise as our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce makes her way to the stage to deliver remarks at this Guyana Festival opening ceremony.
Your Excellency, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, Her Excellency, First Lady, Mrs. Arya Ali, Honorable Prime Minister, Brigadier Mark Phillips, members of the Cabinet, Speaker of the National Assembly, members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chancellor the Honorable Madam Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire, and other members of the Judiciary, Chief of Defense Staff, Brigadier Omar Khan, Commissioner of Police and other heads of the Joint Service, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, and all other permanent secretaries, heads of agencies, representatives of the tourism, business, and creative sectors, our talented cultural performers, vendors, and exhibitors, members of the media, my fellow Guyanese here and in the diaspora, children, visitors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Guyana Festival 2026. Tonight, we open more than a festival. We come together for a national celebration of identity, heritage, achievement, and possibilities. This evening marks a truly historic moment for our country. After 12 years, the Guyana Festival has returned under the theme Sound, Soul, and Taste. The Guyana Festival occurs during a period of unprecedented transformation in Guyana, a period in which our country is attracting global attention, expanding economically, strengthening internationally, and redefining its place in the world. But even as Guyana grows and modernizes, there is something we must never lose sight of: who we are as a people. That is why this festival matters. This festival is about identity, national pride, and preserving and celebrating everything that defines us as Guyanese. More importantly, this festival represents vision and a deep desire. A vision of His Excellency, Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali, during his tenure as Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, with a clear objective: to create a national event capable of showcasing the very best of Guyana, while positioning our country as a leading cultural and tourism destination in the region, and a desire to bring our people closer together through culture and tradition. The vision was strategic. It recognized that tourism is not only about landscapes and attractions. Tourism is about people, culture, experiences, and identity. It recognized that Guyana's diversity is one of our greatest strengths, and it recognized that culture has economic value. This is more than a festival. This is a national statement, a declaration that Guyana is proud of its people, its culture, and its identity. And at the center of this initiative is a very clear message to Guyanese everywhere: Guyana is transforming. For many Guyanese abroad, Guyana is still the place that shaped their values, their memories, and their identity. This festival creates an opportunity for our diaspora to reconnect, not only with family and friends, but with a nation that is entering a new era of growth and possibility. At the same time, Guyana Festival is also a direct invitation to the international community, to travelers, investors, cultural explorers, and the global tourism industry. We are inviting the world to come and experience Guyana. And increasingly, the world is responding. In 2025, Guyana recorded its highest ever visitor arrivals, welcoming more than 453,000 visitors, a 22% increase over the previous year. That momentum has continued strongly in 2026. Last week, we announced record-breaking visitor arrivals for March 2026, with Guyana welcoming almost 40,000 visitors during that month alone, a 13.3% increase over the same period last year. Those numbers are significant because they reflect growing international confidence in destination Guyana. They reflect confidence in our tourism product, our infrastructure, our hospitality sector, and the future of Guyana. International recognition continues to follow. Global publications, including Bloomberg, Time Magazine, and the New York Times, have all highlighted Guyana as one of the world's emerging tourism destinations. Even the Chedijagan International Airport was recognized as the premier aviation hub in the Caribbean. This recognition reflects the improvements being made to service standards, infrastructure, and visitor experience, reinforcing Guyana's growing reputation for quality, efficiency, and service excellence. These developments are not incidental. They are the result of deliberate investments, strategic planning, and strong leadership aimed at positioning Guyana as a premier destination defined by authenticity, sustainability, and meaningful experiences. And events like the Guyana Festival are central to that strategy. Because tourism today is experience-driven. Visitors are seeking destinations with authenticity and stories. They want immersive experiences. They want connection. And Guyana has something unique to offer the world. Over the next 3 days, this stadium will become a national showcase of Guyanese culture, creativity, and talent. Visitors will experience heritage villages, cultural showcases, and live demonstrations highlighting the traditions of our people, from African head wrapping and tibisiri craft to sari wrapping, pottery, traditional arts and craft, drama, poetry, and storytelling. We welcome the addition of the amusement park for the enjoyment of the children. The cultural zone and culinary village will showcase the traditions of Guyana's 6 people through music, dance, fashion, and cuisine. The Taste of Guyana Culinary Village will offer authentic dishes representing the rich culinary traditions that make Guyanese cuisine so unique. And nightly entertainment will feature major experiences including the Night of Legends, the One Guyana concert, and the National Cookout Competition. Tourism, once defined under leadership in the 1980s as parasitic, now under the People's Progressive Party Civic, has a clear purpose. It must benefit people and communities. From the city to the savannas, to the rainforests, wherever our people reside, tourism must create opportunities for their livelihoods and preservation of their identity. And this festival, like all of the other events, was designed to create opportunities for entrepreneurs, artisans, performers, creatives, and small businesses. As Guyana develops rapidly, preserving our culture and national identity becomes even more critical. Development cannot be measured in roads, buildings, and economic growth. It must also be measured in how well we preserve our heritage, support our creatives, and strengthen national pride. This has been a mantra of President Ali. Tonight, the Guyana Festival demonstrates that Guyana is rising, not only economically, but culturally and creatively as well. I'd like to thank some people in closing who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. The Ministries of Culture, Youth and Sport, Education, Amerindian Affairs, Local Government and Regional Development, Health, Agriculture, and many more. I'd like to acknowledge Minister Vindhya Prasad for personally choreographing the Indian segment of the opening ceremony and contributing to the setup of the Indian village. She stayed with me until midnight last night to ensure that everything was working and perfect for tonight's opening ceremony. And this collaboration here at the Guyana Festival just really demonstrates the mission of President Ali to demonstrate our oneness, how we come together as a family, as a government, to ensure that everything that we do, we execute it together and for the benefit and enjoyment of all our people. I'd like to thank other government agencies, the Guyana Fire Service, the Guyana Police Force, GPL, GWI, Guyana Defense Force. I would also like to express my gratitude to our private sector partners, including Impressions and Star Party Rentals, and all the men and women who spent sleepless days and nights on the ground to prepare this venue. Special thanks to all the cultural groups and performers from across the country who responded to the national call, especially those groups who came from other regions. To the organizing committee and the entire Mintic family, our generous corporate sponsors, exhibitors, volunteers, and partners, thank you for your hard work and support. Your commitment has helped to bring this important national initiative back to life. To our diaspora family, welcome home. To our visitors, welcome to Guyana. And to every Guyanese, I encourage you to take pride in this moment and in your country. The Guyana Festival is back, and its return signals a country embracing its identity, showcasing its culture, and confidently stepping onto the world stage. Happy 60th, Guyana. Thank you very much and enjoy the festival.
Thank you very much, Minister Suzanne Rodriguez, Minister of Tourism, Industry, and Commerce. And you know, essentially what Minister was saying just now is what we've heard over 60 years. Dotty.
They're not ready for it, Michelle. Let's try that again.
Okay. So Minister said that so many people came together to make this weekend a success, right? And I know you couldn't come up in a Guyanese household if you didn't hear those words. Dotty. Now we're sounding good.
Sounding good.
If you now been come, oh man, I'm so proud of them. All right, so we continue with the opening ceremony this evening. As Minister said, there is so much in store, not just tonight, but tomorrow, and all of Sunday. But for those persons with those passports and they want to know, well, what are the prizes up for grabs tonight?
Yeah, so tonight, Friday, May 15, up for grabs. So you have to ensure that you have your passport. We've been pushing the passports. It's available at all the entrances here. And the drop-off boxes are also at the entrances at the National Stadium here. So for tonight, we'll be doing a draw for one Unecto Bolt phone. This also comes with 1 month's data plan from eNet. A dinner for two at a Michi. Everybody likes a Michi? Oh, I hear somebody say yes right on the stage. One Google TV from Courts, Guyana, and also 2 Caribbean Airlines return tickets. So it's a lot up for grabs on just night 1 of the Guyana Festival. So ensure that you get your passport. It looks a little something like this. It looks like an actual passport. And once you go into the passport, all your vouchers and coupons are there. You fill up your details, your first name, your last name, email address, and telephone number, and drop it into the boxes provided so that you can perhaps walk away tonight with the Unecto phone. You like Unecto?
I like everything that you just called there, man. But the BYD is what everybody is talking about.
Yes.
So they said they come in tonight to buy the passport. They come in tomorrow again to buy another set of passports. And then on Sunday, they are tripling their chances of winning. For $5,000, you can get a car valued how much?
$5.5 million.
So it's not too late, everybody. If you haven't gotten a passport as yet, you be sure to pick up those passports. There's a tent just at the entrance, and you can get your Guyana Festival passports. It allows you entry into all of the events that we have mentioned. But now, we continue with our program, and already there is so much of richness in terms of our culture. But also, as we celebrate 60 years, we know that Guyana has stood proud, sovereign, and free, a nation that was built on courage and discipline. And so, we now present to you, and we do so as we pay tribute to the men and women in uniform whose service, whose sacrifice, and whose contribution and dedication continue to safeguard our nation. Now prepare yourselves for a stirring display of pageantry and patriotic pride.
Yes, let's put our hands together as we welcome center stage, the Joint Services Band for the Military Band Display.
By the members of the joint services with that fantastic military display, military band display, and I know that for those of us seated, or those of you seated in the audience, you may have missed that wonderful formation of 60, that those online are just, in awe of their precision. So again, another round of applause as we salute our men and women in uniform and thank them for their service.
Of course, the band was under the leadership of Senior Sergeant Leon Young, Drum Major Lieutenant Corporal Joel Abrams, leader of the police band Superintendent Matthew Joseph, Deputy Superintendent Michelle Major, Assistant Superintendent Murray Rodney, and Drum Major Corporal Delisa Plas. Let's give her a big round of applause for our men and women in uniform.
Those of you who came for the opening ceremony and then you say, well, it's Friday night, I'm going to spend a couple of hours here at the National Stadium. We've got some good Guyanese movies in store for you. We're going to throw back the years, make it all nostalgic. What's coming up tonight in terms of the movie theater?
Yeah, so tonight at the El Dorado Theater, they're going to be doing Till I Find a Place, and there are several other movies. The schedule will be posted on the Guyana Festival Facebook page and across social media, so be sure to check that out. And of course, this evening as well, as the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, in collaboration with the Gem Theatre Productions, they present Reflections, Guyana at 60. This is written by Gem Madu Nascimento and directed by Russell Lancaster. This comes your way just at about 8 p.m. It's a drama, Reflections at 60, an educational and historic play. So be sure to check that out as well.
We do encourage our school children, our young people, all of you, let's participate in as many of the activities that's on offer this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, our Diamond Jubilee celebration is certainly a good opportunity to remind us of how far Guyana has come. From humble beginnings of a nation rising confidently on the world stage. A nation that's now powered by unity, strengthened by the diversity that we are enjoying and seeing before our eyes tonight and across our 10 regions. So ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to please stand as we warmly welcome His Excellency, the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, to deliver the feature presentation at the opening ceremony of Guyana Festival 2026, hosted by the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, as we celebrate 60 years of independence.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please have your seats. Thank you. Our dear Prime Minister, the Speaker of the National Assembly, members of Cabinet, members of the diplomatic community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce for the fine work it has done in arranging the Guyana Festival 2026. I know it took a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, and a lot of prayers also to pull off this event. But when you consider what Guyana Festival represents, I'm sure you will agree it is worth it. I was asked to speak on the theme of song, soul, and taste. And this is excellent, because in Guyana, even our arguments sometimes come with rhythm, seasoning, and a little extra spice. The Guyana Festival is one of the many activities held to commemorate Guyana's 60th independence anniversary. 60 years ago, our flag, the golden arrowhead, was raised for the first time. When Guyana became an independent nation, that moment did not only change our country's political status, more importantly, it represented the beginning of a new journey as one people, one nation, and with one destiny in mind. 60 years onwards, the journey continues. It has not been a perfect journey. We have had our setbacks and our pains. But recall May 26, 1966 as an important date in our country's history, because it was then that we declared that we would no longer be defined by colonial rule, but by our national identity. Despite our cultural diversity, we would be Guyanese, building a united nation. The 60th anniversary of Guyana's independence is therefore a time for recommitment to unity, a recommitment to inclusion, a recommitment to the idea of one Guyana, not as a slogan, but as a lived reality. The next 4+ years of my presidency will be dedicated to finding the soul of our country, building upon the soul of our country. The soul that is defined by love, faith, and unity. A soul in which all of us find a place in which we are comfortable, a place in which we exercise patience, hope, and faith, and a place in which Guyana, our home, is a place we will always celebrate. If there is one defining feature of Guyana, it is our cultural diversity. I would like to say that it is our greatest asset. We are a people shaped by many histories, many journeys, many cultures, and many traditions. African, Indian, indigenous, European, Chinese, Portuguese. Each group brought with it pain, resilience, creativity, and culture. And yet, for too long under colonial rule, that diversity was not allowed to blossom into unity. Instead, it was massaged and manipulated to keep our people divided. Colonial rule engineered division, deliberately so. It constructed social hierarchies, encouraged competition for scarce resources, and embedded mistrust where cooperation should have flourished. Colonialism did not leave us divided by accident. It left us divided by design. Division allowed us to be dominated, ruled, and controlled. But independence liberated us from that state. We are no longer bound by that design. 60 years after independence, we are called to complete the work that was started in 1966. We are called to heal a nation. And as part of that healing process, we must ask ourselves, what does it mean to be independent if we are still imprisoned by inherited suspicion? What does it mean to be sovereign if we are still fragmented in spirit? The promise of independence was never just political freedom. It was the possibility of the emergence of a new society, one in which our cultural would not be a source of division, but a source of strength. As we fast approach this 60th anniversary of our independence, I would like to invite all Guyanese to let this year's observance become a decisive turning point. Let it become a moment when we say that we will build together, or we will not build at all. No nation can progress when its people are divided against themselves. Let us use culture as a bridge. Let us use our multicultural heritage to celebrate and unite. Indeed, it is fitting that this 60th anniversary year, the Guyana Festival invites us to celebrate through the theme of song, soul, and taste. For in these three words, song, soul, and taste, we find the cultural expressions that are evidence of who we are. Song is our voice. It is the calypso, the chutney that tells our love stories, the music that carries our struggles, the indigenous chants that echo across our rivers and forests, and the gospel hymns that rise from the lips of our deeply religious populations. It is our music. In our music, we hear not fragmentation, but fusion. Soul is our spirit. It is found in our resilience as a people who have endured hardship and yet continue to hope. It is our festivals, our rituals, our storytelling, and our collective memory. Our soul is not confined to one group. It is shared across all groups, woven together, history and survival. Taste is our hospitality. It is pepper pot and roti, cook up rice and chow mein, metabji and curry, cassava bread and bacon saltfish. Our cuisine tells a story more powerful than any textbook. It tells us that diversity does not weaken us, it enriches us. When we bring song, soul, and taste together, we're simply not hosting a festival. We're telling the world, this is what a united multicultural society looks like when it embraces itself fully. And this is what One Guyana is about. The idea of One Guyana must not remain an aspiration. It must become the operating principle of national life. Or One Guyana means that no child feels excluded because of their name or background. No community feels left behind in development. No citizen feels that opportunity belongs to others but not to them. No group feels that recognition is selective or conditional. One Guyana does not erase difference. It transforms difference, refusing to accept our diversity as fault line, and instead making it into a foundation of our national identity. Through One Guyana, we say that unity is not sameness. Unity is respect for differences. Unity is respect for diversity. Unity is dignity for all. If history has taught us one thing, it is that we cannot erase our past. We cannot deny our history. But we can leave behind that which as 60 years the habit of ethnic comparison and hatred, the temptation to define national progress as a zero-sum game where if one side wins, the other side loses. The belief that one group's advancement requires another group decline. These are not the habits of a modern nation. They're echoes of an old order we should have already outgrown. And let us therefore put these behind us and be brave enough to say that we will honor our independence by relegating these habits to the dustbin of history. And yet, even as we resolve to turn away from these remnants of the past, we would recognize that history does not simply disappear by decoration alone. It is precisely at this moment of transition, when we seek to close one chapter, that we open another, one shaped not only by what we leave behind, but by the opportunities now before us. Never before in our history have we had the resources, the global attention, and the economic possibilities that we now enjoy. But prosperity alone does not guarantee unity. In fact, prosperity without social cohesion can deepen division if not managed. That's why this 6 is so important. It is a reminder that development must be inclusive, if it is to be sustainable. And my government is committed to ensuring inclusive and sustainable development. We are committed to ensuring that the benefit of national growth are widely shared, fairly distributed, transparently delivered, and collectively celebrated. Because when development is inclusive, unity becomes natural. When development is exclusive, division becomes inevitable. If politics has been a source of division, then let us use this 60th anniversary to ensure that culture unites us. And this is why the Guyana Festival is not decorative. It is essential if culture is to become a bridge of unity. Let this Guyana Festival allow us to experience each other, not as strangers, but as neighbors, not as competitors, but as contributors. When we eat together, dance together, sing together, and celebrate together, we begin to understand we are becoming one Guyana in ways deeper than we can often admit. Culture is therefore not a side attraction of national building or nation building. It is a part of the main story of nation building. Culture is a central pillar of nation building because it gives a society its shared identity, values, and sense of belonging. While institutions and infrastructure shape the physical and political structure of a country, culture shapes the emotional and psychological bonds that hold people together. Through music, food, language, traditions, and storytelling, culture allows citizens to recognize themselves in one another, even across differences. Today, we were reminded of that in a deep and profound way. All day, my phone was going off with text messages. Social media was abuzz. All of Guyana was united around why is Moti going to a different team. That tells us how culture and sport can bring us together. And whilst we know this was an open bid, and he was, what we will say, he fell to his own success. Because of the success he now celebrates, he was bought at the opening round of the bid. And you can't get all of the Guyanese at the opening round because everyone have a choice. But that is a striking example of how sports, the investment in sports, brought all of Guyana together today, shouting in one voice for a passion they share jointly. This evening, I want to make a special appeal to our young people. I want to say to them that you're not responsible for the division of the past. I want to repeat that. I want to make a special appeal to our young people. I want to say to them, you are not responsible for the divisions of the past, but you hold a responsibility for the unity of the future. Do not inherit old prejudice. Do not serve your generation. Do not use these prejudices to serve your generation. Do not repeat old arguments that do not build new futures. Do not allow the past to define the limits of your imagination. Instead, become the generation that finally makes one Guyana real at home, in our schools, workplaces, communities, and in the relations we build with persons of other ethnicities. I place my trust in you, young Guyana, our young people. You are the generation that can turn diversity into destiny. Let us therefore use this moment not only to celebrate how far we have come, but to commit ourselves to how far we still must go. Let us celebrate our independence by celebrating each other. Let us celebrate our diversity as a treasure to be embraced. Let us commit ourselves to a Guyana where song is shared, where the soul is united, and where taste is a reflection of our collective readiness. Let us celebrate this 60 years by going back to owning the dream of 1950, by going back to fulfilling the dream of 1950. The dream of 1950 was a united political order. As your president, I look forward to coming back to the dream of 1950 and realizing the dream of 1950 when our political order will be united, when we will stand on one single footing, when we will share one single pillar of development and progress. The dream of 1950 is erasing, I'm not asking you to clear your memory, but erasing the pain and penciling back the future. And above all, let us build a nation where one Guyana is not a dream deferred, but a work in progress. With those sentiments, it gives me the greatest pleasure to formally declare open the Guyana Festival 2026. I thank you, and God bless all of you. Love, unity, faith, hope. Let that be the words that take us forward. Nothing is impossible with love and unity. Let love be the guiding principle. And oh Guyana, do not lose your faith. Do not lose your faith. Do not lose your faith in what created us, what gave us this place that we call home. Faith, hope, and love are essential pillars of family, community, and nationhood. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali. Raise those golden arrowheads as high as you can. Beautiful. And all that our president shared, we are preparing to witness it on stage in just a moment as we get ready for a grand cultural display featuring over 100 of our young, creative Guyanese.
And of course, Michelle, just a stone's throw away from the National Stadium here at Providence, beautifully illuminated is the Barajagio Demerara River Bridge in the colors of our beautiful golden arrowhead. So I know those online might have seen the spectacle, but as you walk around the venue, just take a look over your shoulder and you'll see the colors wonderfully illuminating the bridge here on this opening ceremony of the Guyana Festival.
Absolutely. And so we're allowing the president a moment to wish the cultural participants the very best because they are getting ready to take to the stage. I'm sure they listened attentively to his call that it is going to be the young people, the change makers, the next generation of visionary leaders. And so, young people, Guyana is in your hands, and so we thank His Excellency the President. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we, all of you here at the National Stadium, and those of you tuned in virtually, we are preparing to witness and to showcase the sounds, the colors, the movements, the stories of our nation. All that the President said is about to come alive now with the crowning of the nation, featuring a cast of over 100 young people. We will see our national identity creatively displayed through dance, music, and poetry. The beauty of our land, water, forest, animals, flowers, all being highlighted this evening. Our festivals, our traditional marriages, neighborly living. Welcome to the crowning of a nation, our grand cultural extravaganza at the opening of the Guyana Festival 2026.
Let's give a warm welcome to our performers.
arrowhead. I love my golden arrowhead. I don't think you heard me. I said arrowhead. I love my golden arrowhead. Mama, mama, all GT Massive and crew, where are you? Where are you? If you're present, represent. If you're present, represent. Represent. Sing out. From Guyana, mash it up. To Canada, mash it up. From Ituni, mash it up. To Miami, mash it up. From Buxton, mash it up. To Brixton, mash it up. From Leghorn, mash it up. To London, mash it up. Hear them arrowhead. I love my golden arrowhead. If you feel it in your heart, then you get me doing your part. Arrowhead. I love my golden arrowhead. From the land of many waters come people of different cultures. African, Indian, American, Chinese, Portuguese, coming together in harmony. One people, one mission, one destiny. Arrowhead, I love my golden arrowhead. You feel it in your heart, if you get me through your part. Arrowhead, I love my golden arrowhead.
Good night. Welcome to the Guyana Festival. If you're proud to be a Guyanese, let me hear you make some noise. Listen everybody, it's Guyana we from. We all live as one. Mixing all the culture to bright of Guyana. Listen everybody, it's Guyana we from. We all live as one. Mixing all the culture to bright of Guyana. We all live in unity, together we will rise. Together we will shine. We all live in unity. Together we will rise. Together we will shine. Mixing all the culture so bright of Guyana. I want to see you wave your flags in the air. Put them up higher. Come down to Guyana and see all her beauty. Let me tell them, come down to Guyana and see all her beauty. One people, one nation, one destiny. I am a Guyanese, you can never stop me. Anyway I go, I rep in my country. Bring out everybody to celebrate now. We all in the crowd, mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. Listen everybody, it's Guyana we from. We all live as one, mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. We all live in unity, together we will rise, together we will shine. We all live in unity, together we will rise, together we will shine. Mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. This is the land with so many water. This is the land with so many water. 6 races of people in the country. We don't give up fighting, we just live in one love. Come on everybody, it's time to party. Bring out everybody to celebrate now. We all in the crowd, mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. Listen everybody, it's Guyana we from. We all live as one, mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. We all live in unity, together we will rise, together we will shine. We all live in unity, together we will rise, together we will shine. Mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana. Listen everybody, it's Guyana we from. We all live as one, mixing all the culture, so bright of Guyana.
We are one Guyana. Make some noise.
Oh, beautiful Guyana, oh, my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the world, thy sea-washed, sun-kissed strand.
I try to good production.
So here we are, under the stars, dreaming of this El Dorado gold. And truth be told, there's a fire in my soul, one that burns so bright it cannot be controlled.
Welcome to this place that I call home, El Dorado, where the sun kisses your soul. El Dorado, a place of natural beauty, from sea to shining sea, the myth's been told. This is El Dorado's gold. But legends spoke of a hidden place where fortune lies and explorers chase. But what we found, though this might be true, the greatest treasure in El Dorado is me and you.
Welcome to this place that I call home, El Dorado, where the sun kisses your soul. El Dorado, a place of natural beauty, from sea to shining sea, the myth's been told. But this is El Dorado's gold.
The pride and the principles, so dear we each do hold, has molded great character. This word is waiting gold.
So let's strive to guard this hidden treasure the world is yet to see.
Welcome to this place that I call home, El Dorado, where the sun kisses your soul. El Dorado,
A place of natural beauty, from sea to shining sea, the myth's been told. But this is El Dorado's gold.
the myth's been told. This is El Dorado's gold. The myth's been told. This is El Dorado's
Eu toquei o meu berrante pra chamar a atenção, e no som da caminhonete vou ouvindo um batidão. Meu chapéu de aba larga, 30x cor de carvão, esconde o meu olhar morteiro carregado de paixão, de emoção e adrenalina. Abre logo essa porteira, tô chegando na bagaça, integrando a comitiva, pois sozinho não tem graça. Tô saindo turbinado, com tração nas quatro rodas. Eu sou um peão moderno, eu tô por dentro, tô na moda. Vou arrancar fogo da botina, aumenta o som, eu quero ouvir o grito da galera. Hoje é dia de rodeio, solte sua emoção, aumente o som, eu quero ouvir o grito da galera. Sapateia e bate palma, quebra tudo por paixão, aumente o som, eu quero ouvir o grito da galera. Hoje é dia de rodeio, solte sua emoção, aumente o som, eu quero ouvir o grito da galera. Sapateia e bate palma, quebra tudo por paixão. Eu toquei o meu berrante pra chamar a atenção, e no som da caminhonete vou ouvindo um batidão. Meu chapéu de aba larga, 30x cor de carvão, esconde o meu olhar morteiro, carra tudo por paixão.
All in the eyes of the Lord above, protect my Guyana and keep her strong. So much has changed from what I used to see. In my heart she flies like she's meant to be. A country of beauty and natural bliss, filled with memories I sure so miss. And I sing this with humbleness, thankfulness, your preciousness. Guyana, 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 Guyana. I clearly remember the rustling of sugarcane leaves as a cool breeze passed by, reminding us of the freedom we all share. One people, one nation, one destiny. One people, one nation, one destiny. चलो सबको बताएंगे हमारा देश आखिर क्या, भले ही दूर देश से हम, पर है वो दिल में समाया.
आज भी रज में हो, आज भी रज में, आज भी रज में होली है रसिया,
आज भी रज में होली है रसिया.
आज भी रज में होली है रसिया,
आज भी रज में होली है रसिया.
आज भी रज में होली है रसिया,
आज भी रज में होली है रसिया.
रे होली रे रसिया पर जोरी रे रसिया,
होली रे रसिया पर जोरी रे रसिया.
आज भी
हसरत अजर बिहारी सीताराम चरित्र अति पावन मधुर सरस आए अति मन भावन तुम हो अयोध्यापति रघुराई तुम्हारे ही कुल सब जन गाई तुम जगदाता विश्व विधाता तुम ही पितामह तुम ही हो माता बोलो राम तेरे नाम सिया राम तेरे 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 राम
Last night I dreamt of
Mama not sell a girl, we a buy 'em for 1 gold ring. We not sell 'em for 2 gold ring. We not sell 'em for 1 donkey. We not sell 'em for 1 horse. We not sell 'em for 1 house and land. We a sell 'em. Bang your belly for your 1 by picnic. Oh lad, oh lad. Bang your belly for your 1 by picnic. Bang your belly, oh lad, oh lad. Bang your belly for your 1 by picnic. Oh lad, oh lad. Bang your belly for your 1 by picnic. Bato! Last one, last one. Give me last one. Give me last one and let we go. Give me last one and let we go. Give me last one and let we go.
I'm going in a maticore to see them ladies fat. I'm going in a maticore to see them ladies fat. They go fat for so, they go can't catch their breath. They go fat for so, they go can't catch their breath. I'm going in a maticore to see them ladies fat. I'm going in a maticore to see them ladies fat. Maticore night is for ladies to get away. Maticore night is for ladies to get away. Maticore night is for ladies to get away. They don't really care what anybody say. They don't really care what anybody say. Maticore night is for ladies to get away. Maticore night is for ladies to get away. When they're going to dig it at the toss of the spray. When they're going to dig it at the toss of the spray.
If you see her poo, wine and swing she waist, watch the lower. All the ladies joining share. If you see her poo, wine and swing she waist, watch the lower. All the ladies joining share. She can't wait to patch the lower. Can't wait to throw the dart. Can't wait to patch the lower. Can't wait to throw the dart. If you see her poo, wine and swing she waist, watch the lower. All the ladies joining share. If you see her poo, wine and swing she waist, watch the lower. All the ladies joining share.
When you go my Indian wedding, all you see is woman whining. When you see the lawa action, all you see is boo grinding. Somebody say big wedding. Watch how me girl look so good and she's sorry. I cannot take my eyes off of she. Watch how me girl look so good and she's sorry. I cannot take my eyes off of she. Put up your hand if you want to get married.
Marry me, I want to get married.
Throw up your hand if you want to get married.
Marry me, I want to get married.
桃霞配鸳鸯袄，今日出嫁烘10里红妆。今生不顾卿之恋，此生不负君之愿。
gente quer bailar e o Manel e a Maria na roda sempre a virar, sempre virando à maneira, no fim vai sempre um cupim, seja tinto verde ou branco, e quando se dança o bailinho, ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar, ora vira, 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 meu amor lá tem de ser, ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar, mais um copo para animar, pois assim é que é viver, ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar, ora vira, 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 meu amor lá tem de ser, ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar, mais um copo para animar, pois assim é que é viver. Já são tantas da manhã e ninguém erra de pé. A Bela, a Rosa e a Maria sempre a dançarem com o Zé. A Ana e a Conceição, a Fátima e a Manuela, a Paula, a Júlia e a Teresa, a Cecília e a Gabriela. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Ora vira, 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 meu amor lá tem de ser. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Mais um copo para animar, pois assim é que é viver. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Ora vira, 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 meu amor lá tem de ser. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Mais um copo para animar, pois assim é que é viver. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Ora vira, 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 meu amor lá tem de ser. Ora vira, 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 meu amor toca a virar. Mais um copo para animar, pois assim é que é viver.
And it goes like all I need is chai and sunshine. Pour me a cup, I'm fine. This morning light is calling. Gonna take my time, time, time. Girl, you better hurry, hurry. You never get it this way. Girl, you better worry, worry. Gotta meditate. Would you like me if I traded the world for my psyche? If I won, baby, what would the price be? Nah, all I need is chai and sunshine. Da, 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 da. And it goes like da, 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 da. Already lost, already found. Free and I'm flying on the ground. I hear a silence in the sound. 432 hertz is all around. I'm believing, receiving. With every breath that I'm breathing, not competing. This season, I gotta meditate. Would you like me if you could dress me up just how you like me? If I changed all the songs that I'm writing? Nah, all I need is chai and sunshine. Da, 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 da. And it goes like da, 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 da. And it goes like and it goes like and it goes like
There is an art to living next to someone. It does not mean there is never trouble. There is an art to living next to someone. It does not mean there is never trouble.
It starts with a call across the fence. But sometimes that morning sweet too late.
Sometimes neighbor only remember neighbor when pocket empty.
Morning, neighbor, morning. So we quarrel.
We tease.
We count the 2-pound note, the girl the piece, the plantain, the quarry, and the black pepper.
And then somebody laughs.
Somebody
world is still learning. You cannot build a nation in isolation. You build it in spaces between people. You know, Miss Rookman sent a pot of curry for me when my father died. She didn't knock, she just come up the step, pot still warm. And Clive and he buys them. They come and help we set up a prayer tent. Nobody asks them. They just come with the poles. And you know, every Eid morning, Zahira send over. And every Christmas morning, we in she yard. And you know, me knows the grandmother, she know every child on the street. Every single one of them. And their mother. And their mother. This is not the story we telling. This is the story we living. This is the Guyana nobody photographs. Nobody writes the headline about. But we know. We have always known.
So,
may we never stop laboring. May we never stop sharing. May we never stop being the kind of people who start every day with morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning.
Whoa! I need y'all help with this one. Everybody! Small days is still on my mind. Let me hear you. Oh, small days is a good time. Many bought some little children. And when they sing and they dance and others really admire them. Let me hear you. Oh, Rick, chick. My pain Adam. Me see for mama. And she then fat chicken. So me ask you for one. And she say me can't get up. Oh, you see that gal there? One named Dorothy. How she fat like a butter. And she muggle like a chow. Her small days is still on my mind. Now remember? Oh, small days is a good time. Many bought some little children. And when they singing and they dance and others really admire them. Everybody all together. Me said children. Where have you been? What did she give you? And where is mine? How me gonna get them? And if me fall, bad picnic. Wicked picnic! Oh, small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Yeah, me neighbor had some little children. And when they singing and they dancing, others really realize how old we getting.
Guyana Festival. Good night. You're ready to break away. From I wake up in the morning, I feel it's already. See, it's a sign, it's in the air when you feel it in your belly. Look how dressed in my clothes and I'm ready to go. See, when the power come down, we come mash up here. I said, tell them that the right time it is. So don't feel like a god. Yes, like Taylor said, I'm plenty people want. It's real Galilee, but all of them head on it. Tell everybody, this is a breakaway. From the west, show me on. We marching up every day. Getting over behind the truck, from the west. Let me see your bloods in the air. Tell them that we're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. We're ready for it. We're ready for it. Watch out, tell them. Listen to my patrolling. When you see we ready to get on. Health in the west and the east. We head for this. This is how we live. The road is we own. Look before we come up. Back on all the jumps up. Do them on this not a return. Start to let go ya. Love this stage. It belongs to where. So we go. Tell them that the right time it is. So don't feel like a board. Let's get Taylor said. I'm plenty people on. This real Galilee can all of them head corner this. Tell every. This is our. Jump up with. Show me on. We mashing up. Getting on back behind the truck. Jump up with. Show me on. We marching up. Tell them that we're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. We're ready for it. We're ready for it. Everybody know when you reach up on the stage, free up for yourself and there's only one chance to make a memory. Right now this is we day. Right now this is we day. Tell them that the right time is now. Don't feel like you could hold me back. It's big chair I said tongue. Let keep people on get on slack. Real Galilee pan all of them. Guyana Festival, I want to hear you. This is our jump up with. Show me up. We mashing up. Getting over behind the truck. Jump up with. Show me up. We mashing up. Tell them that we're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. We're ready for the road. We're ready for it.
forest hum me. You can find me home, me home, me home. Straight from the savannah, right down to the sea. In every corner, only paradise you go see. You know about sweetness when you meet. Everybody become family. You go feel the rhythm of the street. You know about we. You know why everything unique. From the rivers right down to the trees. It's a beauty that you cannot beat. Let me shout out, welcome to my home, home, my home. 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 You know we the greatest country. We the life for the party. We the cannot stop we. You know we the greatest country. We the life for the party. We the cannot stop we. No matter where I roam, I'll always come back to this place I call my own. Beautiful faces, different races. We live as one. We dance with the tassa and the Congo drum. We stand as one. That's why they can't stop with, stop with. One. You can know about sweetness when you meet. Everybody become family. You can feel the rhythm of the street. You can know about where. You know why everything unique. From the rivers right down to the trees. It's a beauty that you cannot beat. Let me see them claps up in the air right now. Home, my home. Welcome to my home, home, my home. Welcome to my home, home, my home. Welcome to my home, home, my home. Sweet, sweet ginger. You know we the greatest country. We the life of the party. We the cannot stop we. You know we the greatest country. We the life of the party. We the cannot stop we. You gon' know about sweetness when you meet. Everybody become family. You gon' feel the rhythm of the street. You gon' know about what? You know why everything unique. From the rivers right down to the trees. Across the world. You cannot beat. Let me shout out. Welcome to my home, home, my home. 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 You know we're the greatest country. We the life of the party. We the cannot stop we. Let me see those flags. We're the greatest country. We the life of the party. We the cannot stop we. Thank you so much. Put your hands together for the cast. Come on.
Let me see your flags up in the air right now as we celebrate our beautiful nation. Thank you so much.
When we said a showcase, a cultural showcase, we truly meant it. Give everyone a round of applause. Let's make some noise if you're happy to be Guyanese, if you're happy to be here for the Guyana Festival.
We certainly want to thank the cast of over 100 of our talented Guyanese, giving to us the crowning of a nation, directed creatively by Khadija Lloyda Osborne and Zara James. Let's give them another round of applause, everybody. The curtain is about to come down on the opening night. But as you saw a moment ago, during the cultural showcase, it was all about our Guyanese tradition. So in keeping with the spirit that is uniquely Guyanese, we are not going to cut the ribbon at this time to declare the festival open. Instead, His Excellency will smash open a coconut. And as we know, this is done during the Hindu prayers or pujas as a symbol of seeking wisdom and blessings and a clear path forward. So it's quite symbolic that we will do this now just at the entrance where our 6 nations are depicted on either side. It becomes a really beautiful piece to welcome you when you come in. So take your photographs, and remember, this is a packed night. If you thought the opening ceremony was so enjoyable, please remain for the other activities that we are going to have tonight. So now the President, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Tourism, and other members of Cabinet, members of Parliament, making their way to the entrance arch for the smashing of the coconut.
And of course, this will be followed immediately of a tour of the festival village. We did speak about the tents erected across the compound here at the National Stadium. The first drawing this evening will be happening at 9 p.m. So for those of you with passports, ensure that you fill those coupons, drop them into the boxes at all the entrances here at the National Stadium for your chance to drive home on Sunday.
Absolutely, along with many other prizes. If we open the passport, we're going to see the tickets from Caribbean Airlines, the discounts from the restaurants. We've got tours that persons can certainly win. Remember, prizes every night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's not too late. You can get yourself a festival passport.
So this evening, we will be drawing for 1 Unecto Bold phone and a month's data plan from eNet, a Michi dinner voucher, 1 Google TV from Quartz Guyana, and 2 Caribbean Airlines return tickets. So be sure to fill those coupons and drop them into the boxes across the venue.
Each tent will have demonstrations throughout the day. So we encourage our children, our young people, parents, guardians. Please bring the children. And as we can see on the big screen, for those who are still seated, the President is making his way for the smashing of the coconut. So yes, he gave a wonderful speech tonight, but also he's going to be doing something symbolic, where he's going to smash the coconut that signifies his own willingness to seek wisdom, blessings, and a clear path as Guyana gets ready to celebrate 60 years in just about 10 days.
And don't forget that the program doesn't end here. There are multiple events happening across this venue, so be sure to check out the tents, see the live demonstrations happening.
And so with coconut in hand, firmly held in his cricketing hand, his right hand, the President is going to prepare to smash the coconut and officially declare open the Guyana Festival 2026. So all of you at home, here at the National Stadium, across Guyana and the diaspora, coconut in hand, and His Excellency, the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, has smashed the coconut at the entrance arch, and
he's going for another one.
double the wisdom, double the blessings. There goes Minister of Tourism, Suzanne Rodriguez. as the coconut smashing has taken place. And of course, there's more symbolism in this ritual that's done by our Hindu brothers and sisters. So collectively, the President, the Prime Minister, our leaders have smashed the symbolic coconut, and now the festival, Guyana Festival, has officially been declared open. And we invite you now to the other activities for the evening. President and entourage will now do a quick tour around the Guyana Festival village. And so we certainly want to thank all of you who came out this evening.
Right, so the official opening of the Guyana Festival, Festival for 2026 is officially open, rather, because President just smashed the coconuts, as we saw a little while ago. I think tonight is indicative of what we spoke about earlier, is the fact that we really saw our Guyanese-ness, as I like to say, on showcase. You're talking about our creativity, Guyanese ingenuity, Guyanese arts and craft, really being on display this evening.
Indeed, it has been a special evening, Lyndon. It has been a really, really rich one, of course, with persons being able to witness the cultural displays across this evening's program. It really was a special one, and indeed, we would have heard from our Minister Susan Rodriguez, as well as His Excellency, of course, at this special occasion. But like you mentioned, it is officially open now, and so you are free to come and check out the National Stadium right here at Providence for the remainder of this weekend for the Guyana Festival.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, the President and the team getting an opportunity to do that walkthrough of the festival village in itself. As you know, we do have these 3 large tents, which encompasses a lot of who we are as a people, because the 6 groups will be represented in those tents. You have groups, the African group, the East Indian group, the Chinese, the Portuguese, European, and the Amerindians, and all of them will be demonstrating bits and pieces of their history, and obviously a lot of what we know is synonymous with the different groups here in Guyana. We're talking about food, craft, clothing, whatever it is going to be found in there, and of course the storytelling bit is what I'm excited about, that you will hear various aspects of our Guyanese culture and history. Our folklores will be on display. As you know, there are a number of things that are very synonymous with us being Guyanese, in terms of the way we grew up and the beliefs that we had of folklores. One, which we all know, is if your left hand scratches you, means that you're getting money. If your right hand scratches you, you're probably spending money.
I don't know, I might be losing my Guyanese card here, yeah.
Those types of things. So there are a lot of our folklores. We spoke yesterday about the Olag and what that means, because you know that is in itself is synonymous with our culture here in Guyana.
Yeah.
So a lot of those types of stories will be told here as well, and that's really, really important.
Indeed, and that's what we're looking forward to over the next 2 days. It's really just an expression of our culture all across our various groups that are represented, and all of the groups are represented in different ways. Of course, I really am looking forward to the hands-on activities, though. I know there's pottery available. I know there's head wrapping, learning how to wrap a sari. If those are things that you're interested in doing, you definitely need to be here this weekend. But I think it is so important because it helps us to preserve our culture, and that's really what we want to continue to see, especially for the younger generation.
Yeah, and I'm happy you mentioned the younger generation, because President Ali mentioned that in his address earlier this evening, that he's talking to the young people that are here, the next generation of Guyanese. Yes, we spoke about the difficulties and the challenges we've had as a people, but where do we go from here? We obviously have to acknowledge our past, because I don't think, and he did mention that he don't want people to erase the memory card.
Right.
You know, you got to acknowledge our past, acknowledge the history that we have, because that is what shapes our perspective for today.
That's so
and
true.
it influences the next generation to be able to carry the mantle forward. Because if you're talking about a Guyana that is united, as the motto says, the one people, one nation, one destiny, it really has to start from somewhere. And he alluded to building out a Guyana of the 1950s. And that in itself was very significant, because the Guyana of the 1950s, as you know, is one where we saw leaders at the time being united, united front, united in the cause for independence. As we know, our leaders worked very, very hard to ensure that they put the case forward to
And it wasn't
the
an
colonial
overnight
rule at the
thing.
time
Yeah.
for independence.
Right.
And that is essentially what we're talking about, that we have this unified front as a country. We're unified when it comes to the border controversy with Venezuela. He talked about Moti being sold to Barbados royals, and how Guyanese messaged his phone and called him and stuff like that. We're united around these things. Sports and all of these things brings us together. And you alluded to that earlier.
Yes, indeed. And the thing is, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because we talked about this earlier, where if we're not able to reflect on our past and to know where we came from, then how are we able to appreciate where we are and ultimately where we're going?
Yeah.
So I do think that it is important to have that moment of reflection as we celebrate, but it's also important to kind of pass on that type of energy and passion to the younger generation, because our youths are the future. And I really did sense that that passion from our president, and of course the trajectory of where we're going as a nation. It's really a focus on the youth, because as our future, it really is important for us as youths to know where we've come from and where we're going.
Certainly, and you look around the festival village here at the National Stadium, and we talk a lot about the preservation of our culture and our history. We talk a lot about what it means for us to be Guyanese and how that is being replicated here at the National Stadium. But you look around the stadium, right in the vicinity in the background, the bar jag river bridge, which is in the background, and how that in itself points to the future that we're building out here in Guyana, because you're talking about 60 years of transformation, and that in itself shows the possibilities and what's capable in terms of the possibilities for us as a nation. That stands as that symbol.
Indeed, yes. Beautifully illuminated tonight, and of course, guests here or participants here were treated to a mini light show during the proceedings. But of course, that was certainly something, well, at least from our vantage point, we could see quite clearly. And really, we're going to continue to see that, especially in the next couple of days and weeks. In celebration of our 60th. But it really is, like you're saying, Lyndon, a testament to where we are and where we're going. Not just reflecting on our past, but to understand that we have a very bright future ahead, and we really just need to get on that trajectory and think of that as a personal and an individual maybe passion and movement. But of course, we want you to also pay attention to what's happening, and we can see our dignitaries moving around, moving through the booths and greeting persons. But of course, we want you to come out as well and to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, and one of the things that you always see at these events is that Guyanese of all walks of life, whenever you see the president, the prime minister, or the ministers, there's always that throng of Guyanese that wants a photo op, especially for young people. What it means for young people to be able to interact with our leaders, and creating that space where people are welcomed enough to interact with our leaders, especially for the young people. And I think I really want to zero in on our young people and put in that, look at that photograph.
So
that
good.
young man in that picture will remember this for the rest of his life. Who knows what that will influence him to do when he gets older, 10, 15 years from now when he's in secondary school contemplating on what to do, whether he wants to get into politics, whether he wants to craft out that type, the new economy that we're building out here in Guyana to capitalize on opportunities in AI, in digital technology, and whatever it is. All of those things will influence those decisions that they make, because the environment has been created by our leaders to ensure that they capitalize on opportunities like those.
Absolutely, and the thing is, it's really about sharing those possibilities, I love that you zeroed in on that young man, because, it's really just very special. And the thing is, he's going to be able to look back at those moments and say, hey, I was there and I met that person and I was, in that activity. And it really just forms those core memories.
So I see we've got Minister Stephen Jacobs, who's just in the background. We're going to try to get a word from him in just a few, as he is interacting as well and walking around, interacting with folks here. Well, we got Minister Jacobs. Minister, how are you doing this evening?
Listen, I'm excited. You saw the culture and full display. You saw fusion. You saw 6 people, you saw Guyana and what it really means to our people. I'm sure the people back home, they enjoyed that show. But what was important is Excellency's message in relation to, bringing us together and how we should live as a people, united in love. And that is what we want to do as a government. So Guyana Festival, I want to encourage people to come down. It's happening from the 15th tonight, tomorrow night, and also Sunday night. Come and experience Guyana at its best.
President Ali spoke particularly as relates to your sector. He challenged our young people to not only to wipe the memory card, as he says. He says young people have the opportunity to build out the kind of future that we've always envisioned for Guyana.
Listen, we're blessed with a beautiful natural resource that will help us to achieve everything we want for this country. But the young people will drive that growth and development. And with a president like His Excellency with the vision, we need young people also to think about the future. Think about how they can be a part of this development and this transformation. But the only way we can do this is if we come together. And that is what His Excellency has been preaching through the One Guyana banner. Coming together as a people, understanding where we were and where we're going, and our growth trajectory is important. Listen, I'm excited after watching that full display and what's in store for Guyana.
Listen, I want to certainly thank you and the team at the Ministry of Culture and Sports, because I know you guys have been working tirelessly as well as we really look to celebrate our 60th independence anniversary this year.
I want to say we have more. This is just the start. We have the live reenactment at 1823 Monument tomorrow from 10 a.m. 1 p.m. We have a drone show on the 26th of May, which will be at Providence. We have flag raising at Fort Island. Fort Island will be transformed. It'll be a spectacle. We're celebrating 60 years of independence, and we're doing it in grand style.
Thank you so much, Minister. I know we're going to be seeing a lot more of you.
Of course. Thank you very much.
As a minister within the Ministry of Culture and Sports there, Stephen Jacobs. But we've got Minister Juan Edgel as well, who is here this evening. Minister, good evening. How are you doing this evening, sir?
Good evening, and how are you doing?
I am good. I was just telling my colleague, as President Ali talked about New Guyana, building out the New Guyana, we have a structure just in the foreground here that represents that New Guyana, and just the start of what President Ali is talking about. You are responsible for that.
We spent a couple years building a bridge that connects the east with the west. That same energy, commitment, and spirit needs to build a bridge that divides our people and bring us together in one vision. Where the communication, the interaction, the love